It's kind of funny for me to be talking about this because I've spoken out to so many people one-on-one via email, and people get stuck on trying to find the right passion or the most perfect purpose that'll lead them to the promised land. And then they get stuck on not moving forward, not experimenting, not testing, not enjoying life, because they get so stuck on trying to find the right thing that they do nothing. So if finding your passion is keeping you stuck, then forget about it. It's irrelevant. Because finding your passion is simply about doing something that's interesting to you, that feels magnetic, that pulls you forward. Because the way I see it is that in life, in nature, you have trees, they know how to become trees, and humans, you have something, you have strengths, you have weaknesses, you have preferences, you have interests, and those interests, to me, are nature guiding you toward what you're meant to do. So if you don't know what you're meant to do, if you can't find that perfect passion, you simply constrict everything to this moment. And what I mean by that is, instead of trying to think about this grand passion or big purpose, ask yourself, what's interesting to me in this moment? Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's taking some class, writing a paragraph somewhere, posting it, sharing it, starting, or going to someone who's at the top of their field and trying to work for them for free so you can learn. So it's not about this big thing where if you find your passion or you find the right purpose, you'll wake up every day burning with energy and always being happy. Because life, at least for me, because I've been doing this, I've been living my passion, you could say, since 2004. And I still don't know what's going on. I don't know where I'm going. I can't pinpoint what my passion is or my real purpose, because my life keeps changing. My preferences keep changing, but I can, in retrospect, see some themes in my life. Like this fascination with our internal world, which is why I meditate. I read a lot about psychology, therapy, and what makes me come alive, and just observing myself, observing others, and learning and listening, talking to people I work with one-on-one, via email, all over the place. So that's what fascinates me. So the question is, what fascinates you? It's not about this big passion, but about this tiny moment, you could say. In this very moment, what's interesting to you? Not what you should do, what people think, what path people say you ought to take, or what you must do. It's about what's interesting right now, what resonates deep in your being, what calls you forward. That's the thing to listen to. Because so often you get stuck on finding your passion because you have an idea about what passion is that's detached from reality. Passion is not something that gives you happiness or something you find. It's something that's available in this very moment. It may not be 100% passion, it may not be obvious, but there's 1% in you right now at least. And that may manifest itself as interest, as fascination, as being drawn to something, being curious, wanting to share something with, share your story with someone, do something for someone. And you can't really judge the path because you never know where the path leads. For example, if you're very focused on making money, then maybe you won't help someone for free, even though it resonates with you. But when you help that person, maybe it leads to something else, an idea, a connection, anything. So you can't really judge things with your mind because we never know what's going to happen, where things will go, or what will happen. And it comes down to the simplicity of the present moment, of this moment, and what's interesting to you right now. So if you're stuck on finding your passion and purpose, forget about it for a while and just live your day, live your life day by day, noticing what's interesting to you and follow that thread. Follow those breadcrumbs life leaves. And I found that's all that has been needed in my life. Now my mind objects and says, well, we have to figure this out, we have to have a plan and a goal. And sure, you can have an intention, a goal of where you want to go, but then be open to what's actually interesting to you and what draws you forward, and experiment with different ways of doing things. So if figuring life out hasn't worked, then try something else. And it's interesting because I talk so much about finding your passion, and it works for some people. But if you're stuck, then something else is needed. And I even have a book on finding your passion by exploring 25 questions. And that's helpful because it helps you become open mentally to what's actually going on, and it helps you examine what passion is, because it's not the label passion. It's what's beneath all that. It's what's interesting to you and what makes you come alive. So I won't ramble too much on this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll see you in the next video.